Hello everyone, welcome back to another midweek analysis video, and as usual we are going to start from the DXY. Alright, so we've seen on the DXY that our previous target at 99.4, which we're looking for from previous week, have actually been tagged, and we have seen a massive pullback or a drop down back into this range. So we've seen a pullback into this range from this low to this high. Now, to some people, this might mean that price is wanting to start to drop down, but to me, this just looks like a pullback. All right, because for the past previous weeks, we've not actually seen price going down, even after taking this high over here. We've not seen that momentum for price to want to go down to the downside. And if we go down into, if we go up into the weekly time frame, we can see that this is also an internal range liquidity on the weekly time frame. All right, so we have a weekly fair value gap here, which we know is an internal range liquidity, and it is also dropping into a discount level, all right, below the 50% into the 0.62%, all right, which means we have a discount on the DXY. And as you can see, if you zoom out on the weekly time frame, all right, zoom out on the weekly time frame, you'll also notice that we have not been able to trade and close below this low. All right, we just saw the liquidity below here, and we started closing above previous highs, which means that after price took out this high, it is doing one of two things: either making a retracement or wanting to do a reversal. But from what we can see, price is starting to close bullish on the weekly time frame, which means that price is likely going to continue going higher than it is going to drop lower. All right, so with that on your mind, or with that in our mind, we are now looking for prices to resume going higher. And also we have another liquidity pool here on the daily time frame, which is acting as the fair value gap high on the weekly time frame. All right, so we've seen price drop beneath that low, and we can start seeing some momentum to the upside. Now, what this would mean for our major currency pairs like Euro USD and GBP USD, it means that we are going to be looking for what's sell side liquidity pool. It means that we are going to start looking for sell side. All right, we'll start looking for sales into levels like 1.15800. All right, that would be our target on Euro USD, because we can see that it is the opposite of the DXY. And GBP USD, we can also be looking for lower prices if we think the DXY is going to start moving higher. So on GBP USD, we'll be looking for price to drop into levels like 1.3500 and also 1.33150. All right, those are the levels we might be looking at. So what do you need to see to take a trade or to engage in the price action? Now you can see whatever you like to see, your entry pattern, you can see a breakdown, you can see an engulfing candle, you can see a fair value gap. Anything that gives you that entry criteria is what you are going to be using to enter your trades on Euro USD or GBP USD. But personally, I'll be looking at USD JPY because it is more suitable, and I think USD JPY has some momentum to push to the upside really well. All right, so you can see this is a daily fair value gap over here. Price has tapped into that daily fair value gap, and if I go down into the 4-hour time frame, you can see that price is starting to make a move to resume the bullish trend. All right, so personally, I'll be looking to take my opportunities on USD JPY during New York session or when the opportunity presents itself. But basically, if you're going to be trading alongside this narrative and this idea, remember to use the best risk management practice and make sure you do not over leverage. And this is it for the midweek analysis. I'll see you when I see you again.